Hi everyone, this is Julianne Victoria of Through the Peacock's Eyes. Welcome to my channel. So this vlog is a video response. I first watched Natalie at Sanskrit Blue do her video response, and this is called the Self-Love Spread, and she was doing a video response to Shuffle Tarot. So I'll link Shuffle Tarot's video up here, so if you want to participate in doing this spread and showing it to other people, you can do it as well. So I wrote down the 5 cards, the 5 position meanings, or what the 5 cards are. So it's number 1 is relationship to self, 2 is admirable qualities, 3 is disown self, 4 is release, and 5 is more love. So I'll rephrase those a little as I do this spread. But I wanted to do this self-love spread because I feel it's important to every once in a while to check in with ourselves concerning self-love, or you could say self-care. Some of this could be used definitely as diving into some shadow work. So that could definitely come up with these positions and with this spread. But it doesn't have to be so deep and intense if you don't want. But I do feel it's important to check in once in a while because we get so busy. You know, we have family, we have, friends, social events, work. Many people have, multiple jobs, or you're in school and you're working and you have, your partner and this and that. And it's so easy to put so much energy and love and care into everyone and everything else that we forget ourselves. So that's why I feel it's good to check in once in a while. Now, self-love and self-care occasionally comes up, like in my weekly tarot readings, but it comes up quite often in my daily insights, which is either tarot or an oracle card. I do 1 card every day. I post those on my Instagram, and that goes to Facebook and Twitter as well. But I'm often surprised how often self-love and self-care comes up. But it's probably because it's just reminders for those following along, or if they see the post for that day, to, hey, it's time to check in with yourself. Is there something you need to pay attention to within yourself, some care you need for yourself, or is it just to realize you're overgiving and you're draining yourself? Okay, so let's do this self-love spread. I've chosen to use the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. It's gilded, so it's a little shiny there. I haven't used this deck in a while. It is a non-traditional tarot deck. I did do a video talking about it, I think well over a year ago. It's in my deck tour playlist if you want to check it out. It's something like 5 unusual tarot decks. But I felt like this would be a good deck to do this spread with. Okay, so I have pre-shuffled. I'm going to do 1 more shuffle here. Okay, so here we go. So the first position, the first card is relationship to self. So I'm going to phrase that as, what is my relationship to myself at this point in time now? Because that can change when, if you choose to use this spread, it would be a good one to do a regular, like a monthly check-in on yourself, or every couple of months, or every week if you wanted to. So what is my relationship to myself right now? Put the deck down to do this. Interesting. So we have the number 16 major arcana, which is not the Tower in this deck because it's been redone. The majors have been redone, and there are extra cards, and some of the court cards have been redone. So in this deck, it's number 16, Destiny, and that's actually the image on the book cover. Interesting. So we have Destiny. What is my relationship to myself right now? I want to say I'm creating my destiny. But I am, because number 16 is normally the Tower card, I do feel like that energy is sort of playing in here, is that to create my destiny, I know I have to tear some things down. So my relationship to self right now is destiny. I'll go deeper into this on my own. Sit and meditate and journal on these. Actually, I want to look at something in the image here. Yeah, so I don't know how well you guys can see that. That will focus. It's a little shiny. It's a shiny deck. So it's the snake wrapped around the egg. What I want to give birth to, it's like my relationship to myself right now is that my destiny, yeah, has lots to do with my decisions, what I choose to give birth to, what cycles I choose to shed or continue. That's what I'm getting with the snake and the egg. Okay, let's move on to the next card. So number 2, admirable qualities. So what are my admirable qualities I need to acknowledge? Maybe I haven't been. Maybe I need to have gratitude for them, appreciate them. Interesting. So we get number 23. So this is one of the extra major arcana in this deck, and it's called integrity. So I need to acknowledge and honor my integrity. That is an admirable quality. I need to embrace right now. Okay. Number 3 is disowned self. So I'm going to rephrase that as, what is a part of myself I have disowned that needs attention right now, that needs acknowledgement? So we have the Ace of Earth, or it's called the One of Earth here. So like Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. I love the image. It's the green man, or a green man. Ace of Earth, Ace of Pentacles, my disowned self. I was going to say a seed, and as I look down my finger, I don't know how well that's going to come out. I think that is the plant growing out of the seed. There's a seed of growth inside me. That I'm not aware of, that I disowned for whatever reason. Long ago, a short time ago. I'll definitely have to contemplate on that for a while. Okay, so the next card is release. So what do I need to release, let's say, to love myself more? What do I need to release that's, I'm going to say blinding? Some self-love. That's what's coming to me. So we have 19, the major arcana 19, which normally would be the sun. Interesting. And in this deck, it's called emotions. Emotions. What do I need to release? Too much emotions? Actually, I know. There are some emotions I need to release. I'll hold that card up. You see the person there. I actually think it's how do I describe it? The emotions are the potential, how do I phrase this? I guess stress, frustration, sadness, struggle. Not that I'm feeling a whole lot of that right now, but I do feel it goes back to, well, probably my lifetime, but it sort of got bottled up. Like I had to hold in a lot of emotions when I was pregnant and after, while I was healing, though I emotionally processed stuff, but it was so difficult. And if you watched my video series, I've done 2 of them so far, like the first one, my difficult pregnancy, where I felt like I was suffocating all the time. It was, stressful and so difficult, and I wanted to cry, but I wouldn't let myself cry because I would get stuffier and I couldn't breathe, and that just made me feel like I was suffocating more. So I held a lot of emotions just so I wouldn't feel worse, honestly. And a lot did come out after the birth. I'll get to that in the third video. I'll record that sometime soon. But I still feel like there's like emotions. I don't think it's just from that, but that's made me aware of it. There's still emotions that need to be released. And what physically points that out to me is that I've had these like bags under my eyes. Part was from like lack of sleep for 2 years. But I see that, and like in face reading and things like that, that means like held in tears. So I feel like there's more emotions that want to come out. And I love actually that this equates to the Sun card, because that's joyous. So as the emotions come out, then more joy can be felt. So that's really interesting. That's what I need to release. But in relation to self-love, I'll have to journal on this deeper. Somehow that process of holding those emotions, and again, I think it's probably going to connect back to other things, before my pregnancy, probably my whole life, that ways in which I've held in emotions have hindered self-love in some way. Yeah, this is going to go really deep. I can see that already. So I'm actually really happy I did this. Okay. I love dive deep, go deep, deep, deeper. Okay. So the fifth card, the last card, says more love. So rephrasing that, how can I love myself more? What part of me needs more love? What can I do to love myself more? Okay. So we get the 8 of air. The 8 of air. Wow. So you could see his sword is stabbing one of his hands. He looks so emotionless, which is air, swords, mind. So focused. And that actually totally relates to what I said about emotions. Sorry, super shiny cards that I picked here, and it's really hot, so I have to have the window open. The blinds up a little bit. With the release, I do want to say I have to love my pains more, physical, especially mental, emotional. I have to love my pains more. Yeah, and release the emotions that you could say hidden, but I wasn't really hiding them from other people. It was more like so I could feel better. But long ago, probably going back to childhood, emotions that I hid so I would not hurt. Love my wounds more instead of just holding it there and leaving the knife, leaving the dagger stuck in me. Taking the daggers out. Yeah, this I have to journal on. This is gonna like go into a lot of lifetime stuff. Taking the dagger out and healing the wounds that I'm holding on to. I'm just looking at the chain. I don't know if you guys see these chains. It's not quite clear where they attach, but like I can do this on, yeah. There's a key right here. 2 keys. Nothing is wounding me right now, except the daggers I've left stuck in me. I need to take them out so I can free a hand and I can unchain unchain whatever is holding me, love my wounds so they can heal. I'm just looking at the face there, that focused, hard face, like nothing can hurt me. And love that part of myself, the tough part of me that has taken a lot of wounds and pain and, wherever it came from, outside of me, inside of me, throughout my life. This is huge. This is going to be so much. And love it all so it can heal more. Okay. Wow. All right. I have so much to work on with this. Okay, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this little reading for myself. Just touch the surface here. Yeah. But it definitely, it's actually a lot of shadow work here for me. Okay. Thank you for watching. Share this with someone whom you might think could use this self-love work. I think everyone can really, but do it with a friend, do it by yourself, do a VR. Always find some time to work on yourself, to grow, to understand yourself, to heal your own wounds. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes years and years, a lifetime or more. But always try to take care of yourself. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and I'll see you back here soon.